Well, the first day of any competition is special for everybody. A real red letter day for everybody that is here, and all of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I do hope you are comfortably strapped in for the ride, because we are certain that this is going to be an emotional roller coaster for everybody involved. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, is absolutely up for it. So the teams are ready to go, as we all bask just for a moment in that special feel-good factor on days like this.
Do you know, I think that's true, Peter. I think fans and players alike need to change every so often, and a different feel.
Cleared away. And the shots!
Senegal definitely are.
Jackson! Goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that goes to the frame of the goal, 99 meters not getting there.
Le numéro 7.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, registering that crucial first goal has now given them more incentive and motivation to take.
Senegal leading goal, and the score is 1-0. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lamina. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Senegal charge here, dominating possession, and a goal to the good.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
It's a pretty loose puck. Now it's Aubameyang. Played out to the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. Nice and Ndiaye. Ndiaye goes on a charge down the left. That's a smashing touch to get him away. Mane. And Mane scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Gay. And it's Mane. Closing it. Oh, they could be caught out here. Chance! Oh, he's really...
That would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Half an hour in now. Gay. Nay. Koulibaly. Great ball, and he's in here. Shot could be on. Jackson! Just cruising. They are cruising. Again in a trice, and they are soaring. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip.
Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Le numéro 7.
And yes, it's him again. Senegal find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed. Absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Liakate to Koulibaly, and it's Diatta. He's found a way through. Oh, sweet feet. To Bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Aubameyang. Some good work on the right flank here. Aubameyang! And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Gets his head on it! It's hit the crossbar! Goal! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Le numéro 12.
So is this the start of a comeback? The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Takes on his marker. Gay. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Jacobs. Great run on the overlap here. Ndiaye. Great chance! And that is wildly off target.
NDI probably should have taken us. It helps to put your head up from time to time.
And we've reached half-time.
Senegal are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Aubameyang. Gets into some space. He's found some space. Gay. Ndiaye. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, that is really... And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Koulibaly. Liakate.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 80 953.
Gets a good foot in there. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Ndiaye. He was under real pressure there. That is lovely. Oh, what a ball! Can he finish? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Changement pour le Sénégal. Le numéro 7.
So time for change.
À sa place,
And this one has been on the
le
cards
numéro
for a
9.
little while. Dia coming on here. A change that was...
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Diallo. Senegal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Diallo. To Gay. Niakate. And it's Koulibaly. Dia. Well, that looks a decent ball. Good running, strong and purposeful. High and with purpose. Ndiaye powering forward here. He's had it taken off him. Lamina. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now it's Aubameyang. He's got away. Real and Aubameyang! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Le numéro 17.
And he's had it nicked away. Koulibaly. Niakate. Diallo. Now Jacobs. And here's Mane. Bruno Aquilmanga. And it's Lamina. And it's Mane. Dia.
Il y aura
His ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And here's Aubameyang. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Senegal advance. More stern tests await. Well, the atmosphere is building up very, very nicely to what
Hello,
would
everybody,
undoubtedly be yet another high-caliber conflict. The sort you have to expect at this stage of a great competition. The atmosphere is electric and the noise ear-splitting. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So this is where we're up to in the quarterfinals. Already plenty enough to get the juices flowing.
Well, look, when you reach this stage of the competition, you begin to think you can go the distance. Now, the big characters in either dressing room will be stressing the need to find whatever it takes to get through. Has everyone got the substance and character to make it happen? These are the questions that both of these sides have to answer today, and one side will obviously do it that bit better.
We have already started here. That has been slung wide. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Well, that pass isn't the best. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Not the most accurate pass. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's having a go! Oh, within an inch or two.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Foot in. Played out wide. Ndiaye. Hit into the middle. Senegal have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Jacobs. To Gay. And it's Mane. Engages and forces him off the ball. Shifted it to the flank. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Diallo. Gay. He's not got that quite right. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Jacobs receives it in a wide position. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Tunisia have the chance to go the other way. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now it's Jackson. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That has ended up in no man's land. He's picked his way through. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Diatta. Diallo spots it and intercepts. Pass somewhat off target. And that is as far as they're going to go.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nicely weighted ball. He's on it, can he get away? And we hit half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And a
What
quick
do you think
reminder
we're up
today
to
that
after
parking
45
in the area
minutes?
around the
Well,
stadium
I
is
wouldn't say
strictly
it was the
forbidden.
most potent
Please
performance,
use
Peter,
parking
but
provided by the club
defensively,
or any other
very
paid parking
composed.
facilities
The
in the
scoreline
area.
might still be
Everyone,
0-0.
please welcome our
I'm expecting
players.
things to open up a bit more in the second half.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Senegal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That's very neat. Chance, surely! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Meraya. He's had it taken off him. Mane. And here's Jackson. He's had a shot! There's a goal! And finally he has breathed life into the game. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Great chance! Just off target. Diatta. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Throw it. Koulibaly does really well to win the ball there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
That's been intercepted. Senegal have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Can he get onto this? It's a promising position.
Tunisia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach. Can he finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Incredible. He had all the time.
Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. There seemed no way back, but they are level. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Tunisia grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
There's been a genuine flow to this game so far, but that might mark a major shift in momentum now.
Now it's Ndiaye. Shot could be on. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Out towards the flank.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he's running from Umsakni! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Taking place.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it.
Oh, shooting chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Dia coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
So not long left in this now. Extra time is imminent, unless something dramatic happens now. Well, what about it? Senegal are hurt by just about the final punch. It's a good run down the left-hand side, and it's Mane. Now it's Dia. And here's Mane. And that's a chance for a shot! Goal! Senegal! And again they hit the front. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Senegal making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Senegal get themselves into the lead.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
Senegal, moments now away from seeing this one out. Diallo to Koulibaly. Diallo, and it's Koulibaly. Now Jacobs.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Mane. And he's being shifted off it. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Threads one in. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Senegal advance, just quietly doing their thing. Their eyes now firmly locked onto glory. Your reflections then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more.
So just one more hurdle before the ultimate final where everybody wants to be and the atmosphere is truly sizzling. Expectations high, volume high, tension high, but most importantly of all, the stakes very, very high. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's a straight shootout for the final. That's what we're going to see. There's nowhere, Jim, you would rather be.
A game some may argue with justification as being harder than the final itself, Peter. I can certainly attest to that from my own experience. While you do everything to tell yourself you shouldn't get too...
Go for it! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Keeper's dealt with that. Camera starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Well, the one thing we're guaranteed to get from this fella is a hard day's work. He has a very good record of avoiding injury, and he can really come to the fore towards the end of...
And the shot! Vindictive save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
his head, but couldn't steer it in. Oh, what a climb! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Senegal are looking to go forward now. Not yet able to force a breakthrough here. Jackson. He was under real pressure. And a chance!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into... He had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Knocks it out wide. And it's Koulibaly. Looking for options for movement. He's played it back. And he comes up trumps again.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he thumps it clear. Mohamed Salah. Marmoush. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Stood up well to him there. Marmoush. He's a sharp little ball here. Takes aim and crosses. And now they can clear their lines. Kamara, Niakate, Jacobs. Elneny, and it's slung out wide. Marmoush, Trezeguet. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Got his own time being. Senegal have the chance to go the other way. And he gets rid in a hurry. Nicked it back promptly. They can spring out of defence. And here's the chance to counter. Trezeguet. Koulibaly. Diatta. Now Sarr. And he's being shifted off it.
Il y aura 2 minutes.
And it's Diatta. Now that looks a decent ball. Real chance! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Senegal got as close can be, right on the whistle, but it was not to be. So there was the first half.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
So the end of the first half in the semi-final. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. Great chance! Yes, it's there! The second half sparked straight into life. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the
Après
opportunity
49
presented
minutes de
itself.
jeu par le numéro 7.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Good-looking ball. Jackson. He's beaten the last man. Can he finish? Off the post. Elneny. Trezeguet. Marmouche. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Niakate gets across to intercept that. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Now it's Diatta. That's very neat. Gets into some space.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Jackson is being harried and hassled.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Le
So,
nombre
what are
de
you thinking?
spectateurs
There's a
pour
lot
ce
of
match,
football still to be played,
80
Peter, so
953.
ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Marmouche. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Senegal have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Senegal needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Kamara. And here's Jackson. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Elneny. That's Trezeguet. Played out towards the right wing. Mendy gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Egypt really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take up.
Koulibaly. Kamara. Is there any support? He might... Decent chance! They've scored! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
But pour l'équipe du
And
Sénégal.
that really is so
Après 76 minutes de jeu
impressive.
par
I'm not making any apologies,
numéro 8.
but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Changement
To
pour
come
le
on,
Sénégal.
a change that had been mooted
Le
for a
numéro
while.
7.
Yeah, I think the manager
Le
might
numéro
have
21.
feared his team could become a
Alors
little
place,
tentative, conservative
le
even,
numéro
Peter,
9.
but this
Le
will make a
numéro
nice
18.
change.
Senegal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Sarr. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Marmouche. Pressing high and with purpose. Almost nothing left on the clock here. They have 1 foot in the final. Sarr ploughing through the middle, shoots! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
But pour l'équipe du Sénégal.
Needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever.
Le
He
numéro
made the keeper
18.
think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Le numéro 13. À
There's
sa
going to be
place,
another change here.
le numéro
Well, his
24.
stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart, and very willing though, not quite able.
Senegal find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mohamed Salah. Not the most accurate pass. Sarr.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
What a throw. Some resolute defense. Niakate. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. That is close to perfect. Not in the manager's wildest dreams. Well, it's bubbling up very nicely here. A true showbiz occasion reserved for the football glitterati. And you wonder what its protagonists have up their sleeves. It feels like the only game. It's all about here and now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Voici maintenant la composition
Two
de
teams, Jim
l'équipe.
Beglin, with one common thought: to have their names on this famous trophy.
Bringing back memories for me, Peter. A chance to have your name in the club's history. Having had the privilege a fair few times in my own career, there really is nothing that compares. Once you get there, you want to keep coming back. I still feel like that now.
If you just join away,
Yeah, I think I'll be keeping a keen eye, Peter, on the early exchanges here. Both managers did emphasise their eagerness to get on the true to their word they are.
this looks promising. Brahim Diaz, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's En-Nesyri. Pressing high and with purpose. Idris again. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Well, we're talking about a classic defensive midfielder, Peter. Always in the right place, always with an idea of what's going to happen next.
Not surely! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of sizing each other up.
Adli. Senegal are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Messina.
Morocco really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing. And yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Kamara, good driving run. Aguirre did well to... Gay going full steam ahead down the left flank. Nice, ended up in no... Lovely bit of skill. Gay purring through the gears. Zayek. Majraoui. Adli. Tries to play it through. Brahim Diaz gets into a good position. Kamara. And it's Diatta. Here's Gay. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no... Adli. Hakimi. Mane. And it's Kamara. Diatta. Now Kamara. And it's Koulibaly. Brahim Diaz. And here's Jackson. Now can he find... Jackson! Unahi. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Now then, the ball's come loose. Here. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Senegal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Have the chance to go the other way. Quality ball. Gay. Oh, some tackle that. Amrabat, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Hakimi. Hey. He's in a great position here. He's got away. Gets into some space. Hit into the middle.
Okay,
Whistle's gone, and we've reached the halfway point of the final. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They'd rather cancel each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we've had the first 45 minutes of the final, Jim. How's it looking for you?
well, with it being a final, caginess is to be expected. Each obviously wants it badly, but neither wants to find themselves behind, and that's the issue now.
So it's half-time in the grand finale. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Senegal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Jacobs. That pass isn't the best. Gay goes on a charge down the left. Knocks it into space. Oh, super ball. Goes for a shot! Yes, it's in! And on this biggest of stages, he opens the scoring. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Le numéro 7.
Senegal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, Peter, the emphasis should now switch to winning it rather than even thinking about losing it.
Mazraoui made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Ziyech.
Senegal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is banging their favour.
There's a sharp little ball here. That's a good ball out wide. Adley providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Adley. And it's Mane. Can he get on the end of this? Jackson showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's En-Nesyri. Adley. Pressure coming in from all directions. Threads one in. Jackson receives it in a good position here. Mane could try cutting inside here. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And it's Gay. Showing good feet. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Tries to pass it through. Jacobs picks it up out wide. Now it's Ndiaye.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gay. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. He is just shot a goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Changement pour le Sénégal. Le numéro 13.
Senegal
Le numéro
have their
26.
second corner now.
À leur place, le numéro 18.
Hakimi getting this
Le
one
numéro
clear.
17.
Looking for options for movement. Well, it's got out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 3 coming up. He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Senegal are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Played out wide. And he's certainly onside here. And Mane! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Mane really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
With the finishing line very much in sight now. Just a few moments from glory. Well, there is a sense of the force and the frantic here. There is this feeling that it is far from won.
Well, I'm thinking to myself, Peter, could they have cranked things up more when they had the chance to? These are dangerous times.
Now it's Jackson. Now it's Sarr.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well, played right into his path. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Diatta. I think we're just about done here. Adli.
Il y aura
And
2
that has
minutes de
put
temps
paid to that.
additionnel.
Now it's Mane. Koulibaly. And that's that. So these are our winners. A word for the vanquished, who played more than their part in this competition and did very well to make the final. But it just wasn't to be for them. The right team did win it in the end, and it is rightly time for them to bask in their glory. What a moment this is for all connected with the team. It's a day for pride, a day for glory, another grand chapter to be added to their glittering history.
Chers spectateurs, je vais vous demander de bien vouloir vous tourner vers le grand écran pour un événement un peu particulier. Je ne vous en dis pas plus.